right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Oh man, I swallowed my drink wrong a second ago, so my voice is going to be a little awkward. In the right hand corner, we've got Marvin and only Marvin. He's been given 5.5k to play around with because that is what he requested. In the left hand corner, we've got Masquerade, Kunda, Theta, Felderman 25, and Scylla Cyborg all ready to bear down upon this guy. Marvin, his damage proposition is going to be a massive railfan with a bunch of armor. This is a big bad ship. I like it. Looks a little weak around the back though, so I guess we'll see how it plays out. He's also got some smaller distraction looking ships. This one looks like it's meant to explode. Yeah, he's got a charge and everything ready to go. It looks like, yeah, he's got a small nuke ship as well, and another small kamikaze type ship. All right. This is an ion capacitor. Theta's telling me about his ship. Let's go ahead and find Theta. Where on earth are his ships at? Oh, man. Okay. Interesting. Wow. Okay, I don't know what the heck is going on there. But I guess he's charging up these ions. Interesting. I think I missed one of Marvin's ships going into battle. Did it manage to do any damage? Not that I can see. I think it just got immediately chewed up. Oh, but the first rails are away. It takes... Oh, man. Coughing like crazy. But yeah, it takes out the small squib of Scylla Cyborg here. I'm really interested to see what this ion capacitor does. That looks very entertaining to see. He's got one ship charging up all of these. It's very interesting. I have never seen anybody play like that before. Marvin, in the meantime, he's just hanging out. Oh, I think he was busy controlling one of his smaller ships that just got taken out. There we go. He's back to moving his main ship. And it sends a bunch of rails straight through Scylla Cyborg's ship, who no longer has control of it. Scylla Cyborg's other ship is coming around the back here, trying to deal, some armor damage to get through to the center. He's sending a bunch of rails into Masquerade's Akira class Star Trek ship here. Deals a bunch of damage. Scylla Cyborg bumping into... Uh-oh. Yeah, he bumped into that asteroid. It put him right in front of the rails. Don't think that's ideal for him. He's got a lot of damage. It looks like... Ooh, Felder takes a bunch of rails as well and gets cored out. Really hard to tell. It looks like Marvin still has a nuke launcher. A bunch of smaller ships coming in as well. I hear rails firing. Yeah, Kunda has a massive sword-looking ship. He seems to like the sword ships. Very entertaining. I like the design. Scylla Cyborg has made a hole in the armor. He's almost getting through the side armor here, trying to deal some damage. Oh, the nuke ship comes up from the rear and manages to get some pretty sick shots off on Scylla Cyborg here. Oh, a bunch of rails coring out Felderman 25's ship. Theta, is he still in the game? Yes, he is. He's coming in with his ion capacitor. I'm very intrigued by it. I want to see what it does. I think Marvin needs to focus on Scylla Cyborg's ship here. Nope, he can't control it anymore. Never mind. We're good, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, he's attacking the ion capacitor. That's not good. I wanted to see it in action. Oh, he's rotating. Doesn't look like he's targeting the ion capacitor, so I think it is actually going to get up nice and close. It looks like a steam engine with the effect on all the exhaust clouds. It's getting right in front, though. Not where you want to be. Gets hit from the back with some friendly fire. Okay, it's coming up. What's it gonna do? Okay, it's just gonna bump him, I guess. Fair enough. Oh. Okay. It kind of self-destructed. That was kind of cool. I'm here for it. That looks fun. I kind of want to see the bigger one in action now. Whenever it gets close. Yeah, Marvin looks like he's taken out a lot of these smaller things. Oh, Felder says the ion bomb didn't go off right. Oh, Theta says it wasn't meant to be a bomb. Well, it looked like a bomb. I guess we'll see what it looks like whenever this one gets a little bit closer. Marvin driving straight through an ion beam. I don't think he wants to waste any shots on him. How much ammo does this guy have? He's got plenty of ammo. He doesn't have any factories, it looks like, though. Well, he might. He's got sulfur like he should have factories. Hard to tell. Anyway, the ion capacitor is getting up nice and close. Yeah, it starts letting off all the power it has. And it used it all up on its own armor. Unfortunate. I don't think that's what he had in store for us. Looks like Kunda's gonna try to do a little bit of a flyby. I think Marvin's gonna go ahead and take advantage of the fact that he's right there and launch, yeah, a ton of rails through Kunda's ship, taking him out. Ooh, he almost takes out Theta here. Theta, I think, could still run this if he retargeted. Oh, never mind. It's gone. Ion capacitor's down for the count. Oh, he has another one. Never mind. Oh, that's probably an awful sound for YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out from that. Meanwhile, Marvin still has his nuke launcher over here. It's ready to go. It is very damaged. But yeah, it's ready to launch a nuke. Exciting stuff. I guess we'll keep that up in the upper right here so that you guys can see it while I pan around. Yeah, it looks like Marvin has managed to take out pretty much all of Team 1 single-handedly. It's Theta against Marvin at this point. Looks like Marvin's going to slowly start moving towards him. Ooh, he does have Kunda's ship on the front of his, though, so that may spell trouble if he tries to shoot his rails and it gets blocked by all the armor on there. Unless Kunda falls off the front. His ship is slowly burning down. Alright, here we go. This ion capacitor is getting into range. Okay. Oh, hey. Yeah, it does deal a fair amount of damage, it seems. If you had a lot of those, I could see how the burst damage could get crazy. He has his other ship over here that's meant to charge him up. I like the paint job on that. He's going to try to take out Marvin's nuclear launcher, which he does successfully. The only issue is there's rails coming in from Marvin's other ship. Takes out pretty much all of his thrust. Yeah. I don't think it's going to take very long for Marvin to go ahead and take out the rest of Team 1. There we go. The rails are away. Ooh. He doesn't manage to hit anything critical. So Theta is still operable at this point. But he only has this one thruster that he can power. Well, I guess he has these two thrusters that he can power. Yeah, it looks like Marvin's going to go ahead and reload. There we go. He's beginning to fan. There's the fan. There's the rails. Let's go ahead and zoom in and see the damage up close. He's playing with him at this point. All right, here comes some more rails. There we go, and it gets through to the center. He still has control of the ship, though, and it's still running, and I think it can still deal damage, surprisingly. I just don't think it'll be able to move for very long, especially once these run out, but I can hear more rails coming now. Ooh, yeah, no, now it definitely can't move. Marvin's just playing with him. He's turned on the ion laser. He's trying to get close. Marvin turning away. It looks like he is going to deal with this smaller ship first instead. Yeah, that appears to be the plan. It's no longer under control. It's just got a boost thruster firing. All right. Is this going to be the final volley? I guess we will find out. Does not appear to be the final volley. There we go. He GG's out, and Marvin takes the win. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I brought you another boss fight today. Over here in the right, we've got J Freak. He's requested 20 million. He has a ridiculous amount of tractor beams. Yeah, a lot of shielding. There's so much tractor beam that the sound is pretty loud, and I may have to turn that down in post. This is a reminder to myself. Turn that down if it's too loud. He's got a okay. That's a lot of uranium. I don't know if uranium is explosive in this, but over here in the left-hand corner, we've got Scylla Cyborg, that guy, and Get Shrek. They've been allowed the 20.5 mil split evenly between them. They can bring 5 ships, yada yada. You know the deal. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. All right, it looks like Shrek is gonna go ahead and yeah, start dealing some damage as the first one off the bat. Oh yeah, here comes some missile damage. Oh, and a bunch of nukes go off. I want to focus on this ship. There we go. Oof. Yeah, it's looking kind of rough. I don't know what he's trying to do with these tractor beams. I think he's just trying to keep people away from him at all times. But yeah, I don't think it's working out for him. I think the armor could have been placed a little bit more strategically. Potentially. Yeah, there's a bunch of damage coming in. I would wager that this ship is probably worth this ship if there wasn't a ton of uranium down the center for what appears to be little value. I'm here for it though. It looks pretty funky. I do kind of want to see this ammo get blown up though, if anything. Bunch of ships. Ooh, in comes a pass from a nuke ship. Oh, it takes out pretty much what's left of the tractor beams. Oh, one cockpit left. I think that's all she wrote. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, there is a cockpit over here. Yeah, I guess that is technically there. Oh, the ammo is about to go up in flames. Oh, but that is all she wrote. Team 1 taking the win. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be another boss fight over here in the right-hand corner. We just have a massive Railfan. This thing is worth, I guess, around 20 mil. So I've given him 20 mil to play with. Over here on the left-hand side, we've got Scylla Cyborg, that guy, J-Freak. Oh, excuse me. And Der Geki. Let's see what their cacophony of ships consist of. We got some missile boats. Oh, hey, look at that. He's got lights that move. I actually love it. I actually love it. It's kind of cool. There's a few other things. Yeah, you know, just a few ships. We've seen it all before, ladies and gentlemen. We have. All right, over here. Yeah, Shrek definitely. Oh, yeah, look at that. Those rails are wild. Dealing a bunch of damage. Asteroid blocking a little bit of it. Just a bit. Yeah, no, if I were him, I would definitely try to take out Scylla Cyborg, probably. Because he's getting pretty close, and those ions look pretty hot. Yeah, they look pretty warm. Ooh, he's grazing him with it. He's launching a bunch of nukes, taking out that guy. Taking off half of his armor, anyway. Also fires a shot at Scylla Cyborg's other ship over here. Oh, it has deck cannons? Oh, it does have deck cannons. I didn't even see them. Some of the armor getting shaved off by Scylla Cyborg over here. Not super ideal. I didn't even see the squib, but there it is. And there it goes. It's gone. Oh, a bunch of nukes get dropped off by that guy's ship. Yeah, and it looks like 3 of these precious rails are going to be slowly taken out as the damage propagates down. Looks like J-Freak's ship is hanging out over here. I think it's kind of cool that it's two-sided, actually. He's got a bunch of laser blasters on one side and a bunch of cannons on the other. A bunch of nukes coming in from this direction. Yeah, land on armor at this point, making a huge hole in the armor, but not dealing any significant damage to anything too crazy. Scylla Cyborg making himself a nice hole right here. Not ideal for Shrek. I think he definitely needs to shake Scylla Cyborg's ship. It's dealing a ton of damage on the side here. Ooh, he gets a solid rail into that guy's ship, taking out one of the nuke boats. However, the other nuke boat, ooh, it was going to deal some damage to the side, but there is a lot of point defense to deal with that. Scylla Cyborg's main ship is up here ready to deal some damage, and it is going for it. It's got a few targeting ions up at the front, or at least it has one targeting ion. Probably had more at some point. Yeah, he definitely needs to get a few rails down there. He's lost, it looks like, 2 more rails. He's having trouble powering 1 or 2 of them at this moment. Ooh, he gets a solid rail off in the center of Scylla Cyborg's ship. Oof. He's lost, I'd say, close to half of his rails on this big bad ship, though. J-Freak is ready to launch a bunch of nukes again. He gets up close this time, away from the point defense, and sends a bunch of those straight into the armor. Scylla Cyborg turns the beams back on and takes out one of the thruster clusters. One of the many, though. Loses 2 more rails, 3 more rails. He only has 3 rails, I guess 4 rails left. But I don't think there's a way to power this one, so it's, in essence, only 2 rails left on this ship. Man, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of point defense. I'm honestly amazed all these guys' internet connections can keep up. Oh, man. Looks like Scylla Cyborg's laser ship is getting through the rear over here. J-Freak is also dealing a bunch of damage to the rear as well. Yeah, a bunch of damage. Ooh, a few good rail shots. I didn't even realize there were rails on that ship, but it does take out another one of the massive rails. He has a single rail and a bunch of deck cannons as a damage proposition. Yeah, it looks like he's having trouble refilling the ammo on a bunch of those. He does get one more shot off. It kind of hits some armor on Scylla Cyborg, but nothing too crazy. But he loses that rail in the process. He is all out of rails, which was his main form of damage. This is not looking good. He's definitely going to need... Yeah. He's definitely going to need to use those deck cannons to their fullest capability. He's decided to take the spin tactic to a whole new level. Yeah, they're all descending upon him. Bunch of nukes going off. Oh, man. There's quite the party going on here. That's probably thumbnail worthy. Oh, yeah. Front half of the ship is looking very mangled. Ooh, he loses another thruster cluster in the back. He loses another thruster cluster. It's looking pretty rough. I think all the ion ships are targeting thruster clusters at this point. There we go. There's a thumbnail. Look at that. Would you guys click on that? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, there we go. Pretty much all the thrust on one side has been taken care of. They've just been tearing it apart so they can't run away. Here, it looks like they're finally going for the cockpits. Yep, trying to take them out. Point defense is firing at essentially nothing. Look at all these ships. It's just a ton of ships. I mean, it was a good idea. It may... I don't know. There we go. Team 1 taking the win.